Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm coming to you from inside my dining room. Yes friends, let me show you the garden out there. We had some snow this morning. It already melted, but yesterday we had a lot of snow, and the next few days we'll be getting a lot more snow. And it's raining right now, it's drizzling. So I'm in here, hopefully the lighting is good. You can see the video clearly, but I just wanted to share with you some flowers I'll be doing in the winter sowing method. But the first batch we'll be doing cut flowers, and I'm gonna share these with you. And you probably may have seen them in my seed haul before, but for the winter sowing we just need the seeds, obviously, right? You need a milk jug or a water bottle, any container that is plastic, and I would say clear. I want to use like a red container. I'm not sure how that would work, but a clear container. So this is just a green tea, or if you have a milk jug or a water bottle or a soda bottle that's clear or transparent, anything looking like this. And then you just need some tape. I got this from the dollar store. I used the packaging tape last year and it worked. Of course the duct tape works better, but if you don't have duct tape, it's fine. This works the same way too. And then you just need a Sharpie. I used a Sharpie last year, and in spring the words were still on the jug, so that's why I'm using the Sharpie again this year. And I just have a knife here. The knife, I'll show you what we need a knife for, a scissors, and you just need anything that can make holes at the bottom of the jug, anything. So if you don't have, this is an ice pick, very antique, right? Very old. If you don't have something looking like this, I would say a hot glue gun would work. I tried it last year and it worked without the glue stick. So you plug up your glue gun and you just use it to just put holes at the bottom of the jug. Or you can use a knife, but be careful, a knife is dangerous. I use a knife and I didn't like it, so I'm like, I'm not using a knife. Or you can use a scissors, anything with a sharp edge that can give you holes at the bottom of the jug, okay? But just be careful whatever object you choose. And then you just need some good old potting mix. You guys know I love my Miracle Grow potting mix. I got this from Lowe's, friends, and I just picked this up. This is 50 quarters and this was only $18. So this is a lot for me, and I have some house plants I need to repot. So I got this large bag here. And then whatever potting mix you're using, just make sure there's perlite in there where the soil will not clog, because you need drainage, right? Because the bottles are going to be exposed to the elements, the wind, the snow, the rain. So you want to make sure that your potting mix you're using has perlite in it to help with the drainage. Do not use seed starting mix. Seed starting mix is not necessary to do winter sowing, okay? Potting mix works perfectly, because remember, these seeds are going to be, we're gonna mimic them in their natural environment outside, almost in a greenhouse. That's what the containers will be, like a greenhouse. So we're gonna just mimic them as if we had put them in the garden to start first, right? Except that they're just in a plastic container. So you do not need seed starting mix. However, if you're doing your seeds indoor, I recommend to use seed starting mix. But for winter sowing, good old any potting mix will do. I did winter sowing and I had great success. I really enjoy it. And friends, the winter sowing, there's so many benefits to it. First one for me is space, okay? Friends, I have a lot of seeds, okay? This is only just cut flower batch. I have a lot of seeds I need to do inside, okay? And I remember saying last year, my house looks like a greenhouse. I had seeds everywhere. I couldn't wait until spring was here so that my house felt better, right? It was just seeds everywhere you looked. It was just seed trays all over the house. But so that's one thing, it saves you space. You do all this in a milk jug, you put them in outside, you just make sure put a reminder in your phone to water them. That's the only thing you need to do, is make sure you keep the soil moist. If it doesn't rain or snow, that's the only thing you need to do, as opposed to if you do it inside, you have to make sure you have grow lights. If you don't have grow lights, your seedlings get leggy and all that stuff. So if you can winter sow any seeds, do that. It saves you a lot of headaches, so to speak, okay? And then let's see what else here. So, and then for me, friends, you help in the environment somewhat, right? So this is green tea. I use milk, so I always have plastic. Some things you just can't avoid. So I reuse these, right? I do recycle my containers, but I repurpose these for another reason. If you don't have any plastic like this on hand, let me digress for a quick second and give you a quick story. So last year I called Starbucks and they were so nice, and I got a lot of plastic jars from them, right? So I called them this time, and same store, and I don't know whoever answered the phone. No, for food safety, we cannot give you our used milk jugs. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I went to another Starbucks in person, and they were really nice. The guy said they don't have any. Like when they finish with them, they put them in the garbage. So he's like, it's really nasty to take them out of the garbage. So I'm like, okay, no worries. But I was surprised when he said that, because I would think that they would recycle plastic containers, right? I don't know. But anyway, so I was saving my milk jugs from November, I think. I was washing them out and I had them already clean and put away. So I was so happy I did that because of what I just shared with you. But who knows? Last year, I got lucky. This year, not so much. But just another way you can get milk jugs. Go around, see if Starbucks are willing to put them aside for you, or even if you have like a Wawa or gas station that sells those drinks, like Wawa here sell different milk product drinks, or you have Sheet gas station or a cafe. Who knows? You might get lucky. But anyways, alrighty. So let's start off with the seed. We'll be winter sowing. So I just wanted to share that with you, how you can source your milk jugs if you don't really have plastic on hand. So we have the aster here, friends. Look how pretty this is. Okay, this one is the dahlia bloom. It has a dahlia look. I'll put a picture on the screen for you. Then we have the straw flower. This one should be surface sown. And just to let you know, friends, with your seed packets, make sure you read the instructions in the back, and you would sow them in the milk jug as if you were planting them in the ground. Okay, so very important. So like this one says, do not cover seeds as they require light to germinate. So I'm not going to cover these seeds at all. Then we have the globe amaranth. This is so pretty. These are really, they used to make great dry cut. And then flowers. Friends, we have white carnation. So this one I purchased from Etsy. I'll link my video down for you below where I went through my seed haul. I have several of them to do. But this one is from Etsy. I am so excited about this. My first time starting white carnations using the winter sowing method. Then we have delphiniums. We have this Vanadium orange prince that I found this year. First time seeing this, friends. Then we have more Gumfrina. This one is the Fiery Sunrise blend. Look how pretty this is. Yes, friends. And this was from Botanical Interest. There's 25 seeds in here. I'm really excited about these for cut flowers. And then we have aster. This one, as you can see, it resembles the dahlia, right? Probably like the first one. So we have a mix of different colors in here. And this one's from Walmart. This is Mallow Vulcan. Yes, I've never seen this before. When I look at it, it reminds me of the Rose Mallow Hibiscus. So I'm excited about this one. It says, sure to surprise and inspire garden guests, a colorful, attractive flower that combines dark pink petals and beautiful green bracket centers, cup shaped with a 1 inch to 1.5 inch throat, a quick bloom and long flowering season. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited about this one. Just take a moment. And it looks like it's container friendly too. And then we have more delphinium. This one is from Botanical Interest, and I didn't realize I have two of the same. Do you see that? So this one is from Walmart, and this one is from Botanical Interest. And I think it's the exact same type too. Alrighty, and then over here we have Bachelor Buttonwood. I found this at the dollar store. They do have the Blue Boy Buttonwood. I did that in the winter sowing method last year, and oh my goodness, friends, I had great success. A few years ago, I tried it inside the house and nothing happened. The seeds didn't germinate, and guess why? Because these are cool flower seeds. They need that cool weather, as they say, cold stratification. So they need a cool weather to jumpstart the seeds. So I don't know how it is. It's just how things are made. But some flower seeds, they do better in the cool weather. Hence why we're using the winter sowing method for a lot of these seeds. So that if you have bachelor button, don't try this inside the house. Make sure you use the winter sowing method. And I'm just talking from experience. All right, friends, so those are the seeds we have here. I'm gonna put them in the container and show you how to prepare your jugs for the winter sowing method. And then before I do that, I just want to share with you some other cut flower seeds that will be great in the winter sowing method. I did these last year, and actually I have them in my cut flower garden. So cool hardy seeds, so they enjoy the cool weather. So you'll be surprised when I show you they're outside with green on them, okay? And then what happens is that when spring comes, they're like the first set of cut flowers you will get until your zinnias and your sunflowers are ready. So if you're looking for flowers you can cut on in the spring season, I recommend these in front of us. They're cool hardy flowers. So you have your Nigella Love in a Mist, and then we have Molaxpo, and all these in front of us here, these I got from rawseeds.com. I love this company. They're located in Lancaster. And then we have Bachelor Botany. This one has different colors there, as you can see. And then we have Bells of Ireland. I told you guys about this. Makes a great filler in your container. And I'll put some pictures on the screen for you. And then we have Snapdragons. We all love Snapdragons, right? And then from doing my seed videos, I saw Bells of Ireland. I think Target has the Snapdragon I saw. And I saw Bachelor Botany. I don't remember seeing Larkspur at any of those seed videos I did, but I saw Delphinium, Bachelor Botany, Bells of Ireland, and Snapdragon. And Nigella I did not see. I did not see that at the store at all. But these are some other good cut flower for you. I can even install for you when I created my cut flower garden. I'll insert that video down below for you so you can see how you can do it. But I strongly recommend these flowers. But anyways, so here we are. We have the Larkspur, beautiful. We have Queen Anne's Lace. We have Bells of Ireland, which is a great filler for your bouquet. And then we have Bachelor Button in all different colors. And look at this. This is Nigella Love in a Mist. This is what the flower looks like. And then it creates these beautiful seed heads. Friends, these are beautiful. They're so exquisite. They're stunning in your cut flower bouquet. They really are, these seed heads. So if you have this in your garden, don't throw these away. Put them in your floral vase. Beautiful. So anyway, so this is what we did in September, October when it was fall season, and they're looking so good. And then over here, another part of the cut flower garden, we have Bachelor Botany, friends. These I went to sow using the milk jug method. And in this one, the bird planted this one for me. Yes, this plant was here in spring coming up, but the others I did myself. And just look at that, it grew right into the bird bath. I'm just gonna leave it alone. And then we have more Bachelor Botany. And friends, I have the most unusual flowers that I don't even know what they are. I have to use my app to see what they are, but look at this. These are all from seeds that I went to sow, and most of them, I think this pack was the flower mix from the dollar store. That's what it was called, flower garden mix, where it's just different cut flowers in there. So as I said to you before, I have no clue what these are, except I know what the Larkspur looks like, right? And the Bachelor Botany. And then here is this one, so dainty, so beautiful, isn't it? So all these I did using the winter sowing method. And I think this one is a poppy, California poppy. But just look at this, friends, and look at this whimsical plant. I don't even know what it is. I just love it. Let me get in the video and show you how to prepare our jugs for our winter sowing. Hello, Sugar. Hey, and look who we have here. Hi, say hello. Hello, Sugar. Okay, friends, let me demonstrate to you how to prepare the jug. It's really easy, and I'll leave my other winter sow video I did last year down in the comment box for you below. So when you cut this, do you see how I'm holding here? You want to make sure you keep the handle intact, and I'll show you simply why. So what I do here, I just use a knife, and you want to cut right here, not up here, not here, but like right here. Okay, so what I did to make it easy, I just take my knife, slit right there, and I take my scissors. And some people use the knife and go all the way around. I feel like I don't like doing it that way because I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself. I feel like the scissors gives me a better cut, a cleaner cut, so to speak. So I just take the scissors and just go all the way around. All right, friends, right here, you're gonna stop right here. So you want to make sure this part is connected and you still have your handle here, and I'll show you why. Do you see that? Yes. So we're gonna put the soil in here, and that way we're gonna use the tape and tape up around here, and that way you have the handle to hold. So very important, however you do this, make sure the handle stays on, and you have, what is that, 1.5 2 inches, I would say, right here. Okay. Alrighty. And also what you can do here, friends, you want to make sure you get holes to the bottom of this, because think about it, the snow and the rain is going to come through here, and we want to make sure that there's drainage. It's just as if you have this in a planter, right? Your planters always must have drainage, otherwise your planter, your seeds will rot out. Use a knife or a scissors. I've used a knife in the past before, and I just didn't like it. If I felt like I was going to cut myself, so I found this very old ice pick, and I'm just going to pick holes at the bottom here. Another tool I use and I really enjoyed was a hot glue gun without the glue stick. So you plug your glue gun in and I just do that, and the heat just melts the bottom. But this is the easier way. This is when you try a knife, just be careful. Anything with a sharp bottom, just be careful whatever you decide to use to make your holes, right? So this is really easy. So I have some already prepared. Do you see that? So I'm just going to go around here in no special way and just put holes to the bottom. And I'll show you what this looks like after. Alright, friends, so here I have delphinium ready here. So do you see all these holes in here? Yeah, so that's what I do. I just do all of that. And what I did first, I did the holes before I cut the jug. Whichever way, I just think it's easier when the jug is intact. I just keep doing this. And then I cut the jug after. Right here, and I have a Sharpie which I use to put the name on here. This is delphinium. I just write it 2 places. Some people use popsicle stick and then stick it in here. I don't do that. Last year I just used a Sharpie, and you can find this at the dollar store. It works really good. And then when spring arrived, guess what? I could still recognize what I wrote on here. So I just wrote it 2 different areas to the top so I can see what seeds I put in the milk jug. All right, so this is prep, looking good. And then let me prepare this for you and show you how exactly what I'm gonna do here. All right, friends, so as you can see here, I just filled this, and you don't need a lot of soil in here. I just fill this with a good old miracle potting mix, and with all the seeds you have, read the instructions in the back and you sow them accordingly. Okay, just don't dump them in there and cover them with a lot of soil because you think, oh, it's winter sowing, who cares. Make sure you read the instructions in the back. So for example, this says sow depth is just 1/4 inch. So we're gonna sow some seeds in here, and then we're gonna cover it with just 1/4 of soil on top. Okay, so very important also. So here's our beautiful delphinium. And with winter sowing or doing seeds in general, friends, you never know, you will get 100% germination rate. So for me, I always say go heavy-handed just to make sure. So this is all the seeds in this packet, right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna use all of the seeds in here. You could just take your hand and just sprinkle them around, or if you want to take your time and place them, that's totally up to you. I'm just gonna do some sprinkling around here. And try to make sure I cover all of the area. All right. Remember the seed packet said only 1/4, so I have some more soil here. I'm just sure I just eyeball this. I cover it just 1/4, and just take your hand and do this. Just gently pressing it so that the soil becomes intact with the seeds. All right, and that's how you do that part. And then I'm gonna show you how I tape it up. So this tape is from the dollar store. I just use the packaging tape. I used this last day and it worked. I'm sure duct tape is better, right? You can use duct tape for any and everything, but as I said, I use this, got it from the dollar store, and it worked amazingly. So I'm just gonna go and just tape this up. All right, friends, what I did here, just make sure the tape is touching the plastic. As you can see, it's holding it really tightly in here. And as always, remember to keep your jugs in an upright manner, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and continue all of these seeds here and finish them, and then when I take them outside, I'm gonna make sure I carry them upwards, and then we'll continue the video outside. All right, friends, it's been the next day and we have snow. Between the rest of the day and tomorrow, we're supposed to be having a lot of snow. But it's so funny, last year when I did my winter snowing, it snowed the same day. Anyway, so here we are with our cut flowers. So when you bring these outside, you want to leave them where they're open to the sky. Make sure there's no trees covering them. Make sure they're not against your house. They want to be exposed to the elements of nature. Let me show you. So right here, there's nothing up there, okay? Very important. And a side note for you, don't put them on your grass, because come spring, your grass will have bald spot. So very important, put them on a concrete area if you have that, something where they're exposed, but don't put them on your grass. Just a side note there for you. So what you want to do, friends, just make sure the soil is moist. I didn't moist my soil because I know we're supposed to be getting a lot of snow. That's why I didn't moist the soil. So if you know you're not supposed to be getting rain or snow, make sure you moist your soil. Put an alarm in your phone for every 3 days, like just a reminder, because when you have them out here, guess what, you definitely will forget you have them out here. So just put an alarm in your phone so that way you remember to make sure the soil is moist. That's the only thing you need to do when you winter sow in milk jugs, is making sure that you keep the soil moist. My dining room is right behind me, so for me, I'm naturally always looking outside, so I'm always looking outside, so I'll be seeing these jugs. So that will be my reminder to check on them. But I'm in zone 6B 7A and it's really cold and we have snow and rain lately, so I think I'll be safe. But anyways, so I just want to share with you how you can winter sow, and I'll put some details down in the comment box for you below to help you out. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything, please feel free to leave it in the comment box below so we can learn from each other. Very important. And remember, make sure your lids are not on. Take your lids off. Very, very important. All right, friends. So this is our batch of cut flowers we did together, and I can't wait to keep my eyes on these and see them in spring. And the question you might be like, when do I open these? So I'm not going to open these maybe until April. You open these when spring is here, it start to get real warm, and you can see a seedling inside the jar. That's when I open my containers. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.